I did the first step in manifestation, which is to have clarity. What do you actually want? Because we usually say, I want more money. Okay, but how much? And where are you going to see it when you have it? I think once you open up the habit of receiving, you realize how much the whole world is actually willing to provide. We let our subconscious mind believe that money is safe, that it's safe for us to have, hold, and manage money. The universe will rearrange itself to provide money for you. Welcome to Blisstopia podcast. I'm your host, Mercedes Castellani, life purpose coach, business owner, and your spiritual guide on all things mindset, manifestation, and purpose. This podcast is a space for deep reflections, meaningful conversations to help you expand your mind, dive into the depths of your soul, and create a life that makes you feel alive. Whether you're walking, driving, or simply vibing, take a deep breath and get ready to dive. Hello, my love. Welcome to another episode of Blisstopia podcast. I'm your host, Mercedes Castellani, and today I'm going to share with you something that I've never shared on the podcast, which are my biggest money manifestations to date. And I decided to open up about my money story, and I want to share with you some of the biggest money manifestations I've had since I started working on my money mindset and since I started literally using the power of manifestation to call in more abundance into my life. So this is going to be a short, fun, quick episode, but the idea behind this episode is to really inspire you about what is possible once we open up and we start learning about our money mindset and we start transforming our money mindset and we start manifesting abundance. So I want to share with you some of the most amazing money stories that I've had up until now. And I like to say up until now. I like to say biggest money manifestations to date, because I know that if we do this episode in 1 year from now, the situation is going to be very, very, very different. And I'm sure there's going to be lots more manifestations coming up. But these are the ones that I've had up until now, and I want to share with you because they are really good. So the first one was, I think, the moment when I realized, fuck, like this literally works. So this one happened, I think, what was it, like 2 years ago? No more, 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I was still in the corporate world. I was a marketing manager back then, and I was making around, I think, something like 60 to 70K euros per year total package. And that means like your fixed salary plus your bonus. I think I was around 60 to 70. And I started digging into my money mindset. I hadn't done a deep work. I was like kind of tiptoeing into the world of money mindset, into the world of manifestation. I was kind of like learning all these tools for myself. And I remember at some point I asked the universe for 100K. I was like, 100K feels like a beautiful number. There's just like a vibe about 100K. And not because it was like the six figures that, everybody in society puts up on a pedestal, but for me, just like the number K, it was just like sexy. It was like the new threshold that I wanted to reach. So I did my little manifestation ritual. I did the first step in manifestation, which is to have clarity. What do you actually want? Because we usually say, I want more money. Okay, but how much? And where are you going to see it when you have it? So I said, I want K in my salary. I want 100K from my salary. And I think I did this, and a couple of months later, like 7 months after that, I actually got a promotion. That's when I went from marketing manager to marketing director in the wine industry. And they made me one salary proposal. And the salary proposal was K, literally 100K. It was 80 on the fixed salary plus 20 100K on the bonus. Literally 100K. Not €1 more, not €1 less, one. And of course, like I had never shared this number with my boss back then. They just came up with this number out of nowhere. They just thought, okay, this woman in the team deserves a 30K salary rise. And that's when I said, wow, like this shit actually works. I think up until that point, I was playing with the idea of manifestation. I was playing with the idea of money mindset. But once I got the exact number I had asked for, I was like, wow, this actually works. So that was a really, really, really good one. But that's kind of like only the starting point. After that, as you know, I quit my corporate job. I created Blisstopia. I became a business owner. I left the corporate world. I even left Spain, which is the place where I had this job. And I was already living in France, being a business owner, living in France, like completely different life. And out of the blue, literally out of the blue, I was not expecting. Every year in Spain, basically, you need to do a tax declaration. So I knew that at some point I would have to take a look into taxes and see, if I still had to pay something or what. I take a look into my tax declaration, and basically the Spanish government, I was not living in Spain anymore. The Spanish government wanted to pay me 8K out of the blue, like literally out of the blue. I was not expecting that money. And basically I was like, wow. I thought I had to pay actually. I thought I had to pay like 700 or 800. I thought I would have to pay. And basically the Spanish government was like, no, we're giving you 8K. And I'm like, thank you. Of course, thank you. So that was one. Another one was, again, once I had already left this corporate job, the company came back to me and they were like, actually, we owe you 3K. Like, we need to pay you 3K out of nowhere. Like, I had no clue they had to pay me this money back. I had no clue that they owed this money to me. And basically, they had done a miscalculation in the salaries. So they were like reviewing salaries. And because I was still in that corporate job when they should have done whatever. The point is that a company that I was no longer working for, they were like, okay, we need to pay you 3K. I'm like, of course, thank you. Of course, sure, I'll take that. So yeah, those ones were very, very good. Then another money manifestation is basically when I decided to launch Blisstopia. I decided to go all in on my business. Some people started appearing out of nowhere, some specific people that I have in mind right now who were just opening the floodgates of abundance for me. I'm thinking about one particular person. He's the husband of one of my dear clients. And basically, she had worked with me and she told her husband, yeah, look, I worked with this coach. I had amazing results. I really loved it. And basically, he started recommending me to so many people, so many people. And mind you, he's a top voice on LinkedIn. He has more than 10,000 followers. He has a really, really strong, tight-knit community. And he started sending all of these leads my way. Really amazing profiles, super qualified people, extremely clever people. And he was just sending all of these clients my way. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. So that was one person. Another person who we started being business partners, and then we became friends because we spent a lot of time together, building a business together. And she invited me to provide 2 masterclasses for a community that is absolutely amazing, which is Female Invest, company that I love because they train women on how to handle their money, especially on how to start investing, how to lose the fear of investment and start investing. And this community, I mean, last time I checked, I think they had 70,000 members. I don't know right now. I haven't checked the latest statistics. So this friend and business partner invited me to provide 2 masterclasses for this amazing community of women from all over the world, just fantastic women, very, very aligned with the type of women that I work with. And she was like, yeah, sure, come. I want you to come and do 2 masterclasses. We're going to do one this month. And then once that one really, really worked, we did a second one. And so many amazing women, and probably women who are listening to this episode right now, came into my world because of these 2 masterclasses that were actually, you know, offered to me out of nowhere, completely out of nowhere. And like that, I've had other people who have just kind of like step up and they were like, hey, I love what you're doing. Can you come and do this for my community? Can you come and talk to this community that I have? And all of those things, it's in the moment. It's not the moment that I actually provide the conference or provide the masterclass. Up until this point, I've done them for free. In the future, it will probably be with some fees, but up until now, I've done them for free. But then, as you can imagine, at the back of those masterclasses, people get to know me, people get to know my work, people get to know my energy. We just click and they decide to work with me. So those people offering me invitations to speak, those people sending, my number to another person, all of those people are actually providing in the end resources to me, new clients, and of course, as you can imagine, more sales. So my business has literally exploded because of all of those word of mouth invitations to speak, and I'm super, super grateful, absolutely grateful to all of those people who have mentioned my name in rooms in which I wasn't fully present, but they mentioned my name and they opened up doors for me. And all of those opportunities, I consider them fantastic money manifestations because, as I said, in the moment during the masterclass, there's not an exchange of money, but on the back of that, there are women that come into my world and that want to work with me. More money manifestations. I wish you could be in my life, really, because I get so many invitations to go for free to places. I get flights for free, get dinners for free. I think once you open up to the habit of receiving, you realize how much the whole world is actually willing to provide in so many ways. In so many ways. For example, I have friends all over the world. I've always had. This has been the case since I was, I don't know, maybe 15 or 16. I've always had friends from all over the world, and they're always inviting me. When are you going to come to this place? And you can stay in my place. And every time I'm staying in those places, as you can imagine, for free, it's basically like they're giving me accommodation for free, but basically it's actually money that I'm not spending in a hotel. So basically it's money coming in my way. Or I get flights for free from a friend. I get flights for free from my partner. I get flights for free from my parents, from my mom specifically now, because my dad is no longer here. All of these things that are coming my way for free. The same dinners or drinks. Every time I'm meeting with people, people are like, no, let me pay. No, let me pay. And I think before I used to be like, no, I'm going to pay. I'm going to pay half of it. And I think once I got used to receiving, I opened up to receiving. When people are like, no, no, let me pay. I'm going to take it. I'm like, thank you. I love this. Thank you. Thank you so much. You made my day. Or I say, okay, thank you so much. I'm going to take the next round. But I cannot tell you how many hotels, accommodation, flights, dinners, drinks, all sorts of money manifestations, you could say. But if we had to put a number, it would be several K per year. And then another one, and I just love this one, is basically pretty much every time I participate on a giveaway, I win. Literally. Like the other day, I saw on Instagram a fellow coach. She was like, okay, I'm doing this giveaway. You can win $100. And it literally took me 2 seconds. I did like, blah, blah, blah. I did the things that we needed to do. And of course, I won $100. So it can be from big numbers, again, like this K salary, couple K here, couple K there, from taxis, salaries. It can be new clients coming into my world because of invitations that I have to speak, to provide a masterclass. It can be different things like receiving accommodations, dinners, drinks, or it can be these small giveaways, small little miracles that appear here and there. But once you work on your money mindset, once you open the floodgates of abundance, once you show to your subconscious mind that money is safe, that it's okay to receive money, that we're safe when we have money, that it's a good thing to receive money, that it's okay to have a lot of money, because at a conscious level, we think it's okay, but a subconscious level, it's saying it's not okay. And I'm going to cover all of that in my new masterclass. And I'm going to tell you all of that in a second. But every time we work on our money mindsets, we let our subconscious mind believe that money is safe, that it's safe for us to have, hold, and manage money. The universe will rearrange itself to provide money for you. So I'm super happy to announce that we are going to be covering all of these, how to manifest wealth on command, which is basically this art that I want to teach you how to do. We're going to be covering all of these and so many other topics related to money in my brand new masterclass, which is called Money Talks: From Anxious to Abundant as Fuck, 90 Minutes. This is a free live masterclass that is going to take place on July 20th at 7 p.m. European time, 6 p.m. UK time, 1 p.m. Argentina time. And inside of this masterclass, we're going to cover the real reason why you feel anxious about money, why your subconscious mind is keeping you poor, and money lies you need to get rid of right now, how to elevate your money frequency for good, 5 steps to manifest wealth on command, the story I never told about money, and a wealth elevation experience. So the way I've structured this masterclass is, first, I'm going to blow your mind with content, knowledge that you need to know about money, all of the things you didn't know that you needed to know about money mindset. And then we're going to have a wealth elevation experience. So if you're wondering, how does abundance really feel? I'm going to take you from lack to abundance in your body, in your emotions. You're going to feel it, because we can understand things at the rational level, or we can understand things literally with our body, with our emotions. So first, we're going to have the knowledge, and then we're going to have an elevation experience. So if you want to join this masterclass, in which we're going to have so much fun, if you've been on one of my masterclasses before, you know that we have so much fun, and I'm sharing with you not only knowledge, my experience, but also an energetic code, the energetic code of wealth, the energetic code of money. So you're not only receiving from me knowledge, you're receiving energy, so that you can calibrate yourself in the vibration of wealth, money, abundance. So if you want to join this amazing masterclass, the link is in the show notes. Just go check out the show notes and register. We're doing this on July 20th at 7 p.m. European time. Thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode. It's been a short and fun episode. I will see you in the masterclass and in our next episode. And in the meantime, in Blisstopia we trust.